15 hours after they were born, 3 white tiger cubs lay on the cold concrete floor of their enclosure. Their eyes were still sealed shut, their bodies pressed together, tiny paws pushing blindly against the ground. Their mouths opened and closed again and again, driven by instinct older than memory. There should have been warmth, there should have been milk, there should have been a heartbeat larger than their own. There was nothing. On the other side of the enclosure, their mother paced, back and forth, her massive white body passed them again and again, but she never stopped, never looked down, never acknowledged them. The cubs cried, that thin, desperate sound newborns make when they are hungry, when they are cold, when the world is not giving them what it promised. She kept pacing. Tom Harvey watched through a monitor in his office. He'd been watching for hours, waiting for something to change, some switch to flip, some instinct to awaken. It never did. By hour 10, the cubs stopped crawling toward her. By hour 12, their cries grew weaker. By hour 15, Tom knew the truth. These 3 white Bengal tiger cubs, among the rarest animals on Earth, were going to die. Not from disease, not from predators, from indifference. A few hundred feet away, in a small house on the same property, a 1-year-old golden retriever lay with her own puppies. Her name was Isabella. She had recently given birth, her body was still producing milk, her maternal instincts were at their peak. She was restless, alert, searching, though she didn't yet know for what. There is a photograph that exists. A golden retriever lying on her side, 3 white tiger cubs nursing against her belly, safe, warm, alive. It is not fake. This happened in 2008 at the Safari Zoological Park in rural Kansas. It aired on the Today Show, appeared on Oprah and Ellen, and was documented by a National Geographic photographer. A book was published. The names, dates, animals, everything is verifiable. And here is the part that still stops me cold. Those 3 white tiger cubs are still alive today, 17 years old, living in the same zoo where they were born. By the summer of 2008, the zoo was failing. Tom and Allie Harvey had built it from nothing, pouring decades of money, labor, and stubborn love into a small sanctuary for endangered animals. But the economy collapsed. Gas prices rose. Visitors stopped coming. They set a deadline, August 1st. If nothing changed, they would close the zoo. That deadline was 4 days away when the cubs were born. The tigress, Sassy, was 10 years old, a white Bengal tiger rescued from poor conditions years earlier. White tigers are not a separate species. They are the result of a recessive genetic mutation preserved through decades of inbreeding. They are beautiful and often fragile. Some animals, like some people, are simply not wired for parenthood. Sassy was not cruel. She was broken in ways no one could fully see. She gave birth to 3 healthy female cubs and walked away. For 15 hours, Tom watched the cubs crawl toward her, and for 15 hours, she moved away. At 15 hours, intervention was the only option. Hand-raising was possible, but it would mean the cubs would never truly be tigers. They would grow up without learning their own language, their own behaviors. Allie said it quietly. What about Isabella? They brought the cubs into the house, wrapped in a towel. Isabella lifted her head, her ears pricked forward. She smelled something unfamiliar. Tom and Allie held their breath. Isabella sniffed the first cub, then the second, then the third. She paused, and then she began to lick them. Slowly, deliberately, the way she had cleaned her own puppies weeks before. The crying stopped. They placed the cubs at her belly. Without hesitation, she lay down. The cubs found the milk. They began to nurse. A golden retriever had just become the mother of 3 tigers. For weeks, the routine was relentless, nursing every 2 hours, day and night. Isabella never resisted. She never showed stress. The cubs grew stronger. Their eyes opened. Their cries became confident. And Isabella's own puppy, Sandy, grew up beside them. She slept with them, played with them, wrestled with them. She did not know she was supposed to be afraid, and they did not know they were supposed to be predators. They were just siblings. On August 1st, the zoo's deadline, the Today Show called. The story went viral the same day the zoo was supposed to close. Cars lined the highway,
Donations poured in. The zoo survived. For a year, the family lived together. And then, the cubs grew. By their first birthday, they weighed over 140 pounds. They were still playing like puppies, but now a playful swipe could shatter bone. Love had saved them, but love could not change what they were. The decision was unavoidable. On June 25, 2009, the cameras returned. The final visit. The tigers played. Sandy ran. Isabella watched. And then, without prompting, the tigers stopped. One by one, they approached Isabella. They licked her face, her neck, her ears, the same way she had once cleaned them when they were dying on a concrete floor. They did not know it was goodbye. Only the humans did. Isabella walked out of the enclosure and did not look back. Today, those tigers are still alive, 17 years old, together, healthy. You can still see them. And the question remains, why did Isabella do it? She did not calculate risk. She did not think about the future. She did not care about species. She saw babies who were hungry, and that was enough.